Hello, Pisces. How are you guys doing? It is time to go ahead and get some mid-month messages on the table for you guys tonight. I apologize. I know your all's mid-month messages are late. Totally my fault, dude. I didn't plan very well. We just went on a trip. Okay. We just took a trip to Louisville, Kentucky, and just got back today. And I've been knowing that we're going to take this trip for a couple of months now, and I just didn't plan around it very well. So my fault. I own that. Anyway, though, the show must go on. So for those of you who would like to find out how to schedule a personal reading, please check the description box of this video. Also, don't forget to go over there and catch me on High Vibe TV, where I have my new series, Mastering the Matrix. That's going to be a good one. It's going to be a good one. Do you really want to know how to actually see a change in your life? If you want to know, go subscribe and follow me over there on High Vibe TV. Kick your shoes off and get comfy, okay? Because this is going to be a long, drawn-out series that breaks it down. We're going to change some lives. 2024. Shit, maybe even 2023 if you catch on quick enough. But we're going to change some lives with this series. All right, let's jump into this. Starting these off with general messages. What general messages do we have for Pisces universe? Messages for Pisces. What do we got? What do we got, man? What messages do we got for Pisces, man? Bam! Ooh, King of Cups in the reverse. Not speaking on that yet. Hang on. So these are not love messages. So that would indicate to me, hang on, I'm trying to figure out who this person is then. Somebody around you, I can't tell who it is. I can't tell if it's a friend, family member, or maybe like a coworker possibly. Honestly, though, it feels to me like whoever this is, I'm honestly feeling like it's friend or family. But whoever this is very cold, closed off, and manipulative. I think there's somebody who's been trying to get in there and figure out how to manipulate you emotionally. Maybe this is somebody who actually has feelings for you that you would not expect, because this isn't a love reading. Some of you may be experiencing something with, like, say, a coworker, for example, and you would never think twice about this person having feelings for you, but there's something weird and off about them. And I think what it is somebody's trying to, for whatever reason, manipulate you emotionally. And yeah, it's building tension between the two of you. And it looks like whoever this is, we better get this energy in check before something, y'all are going to have a falling out, a real bad falling out. Again, if it's somebody at the workplace, could create some drama at work. You know, trying to figure out a different way I can spin this. I'm feeling, honestly, though, that if it's not somebody at the workplace, it's more than likely some kind of family member. Maybe a narcissistic family member of some sort. Whatever it is, though, it does look like that if we don't check this energy, if you don't either do what you got to do to separate yourself from this person, or whatever the case may be, yes, really ugly, nasty falling out is going to happen between the two of you. Yeah, man. Yo, we start feeling those feelings around somebody. Doesn't matter who it is, especially family. Especially. You know, you start feeling that real weird tension. And we're all humans. We have our good days and we have our bad days. But, you know, whenever you feel that tension and it just never goes away, you know, and it's not you having a bad day. It's not me having a bad day. It's just every time around you, Every time I'm around you, there's this weird, uncomfortable energy. And it seems to be getting worse and worse and worse. And I feel and so many times we ignore that feeling. Don't try to overthink it. Don't try to drive yourself nuts trying to figure out whose fault it is or what's going on or this or that. Just separate yourself from that energy. Separate yourself from it. You start feeling that. And again, I'm not saying that, just because you randomly feel a weird vibe off somebody that you just cut them out of your life. I'm talking about, whenever you start feeling a funny feeling and it just never goes away and it just gets worse and worse and worse. Eventually, separate yourself. Separate yourself. You feel the energy building up and it will eventually end up popping off into something ugly and nasty. Okay. General advice. General advice. What general advice do we have for Pisces, universe? Hang on. I'm trying to get one to jump out. Guess not. Whatever. Ooh, the strength card in the reverse. Six of Cups. Okay. All right. Okay. I just had to have this conversation with somebody the other day. And it was on Facebook. One of my Facebook friends posted this post, and it was a big woe is me, poor pitiful me, victim mentality kind of post. This person's going through some hard times. And they just, woe is me, poor pitiful me. This is so hard. And, why is this happening to me? This doesn't make any sense. Please make this make sense. Blah, 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 blah. So I responded and I said, that's the universe doing you a favor. The universe is doing you a favor. Nobody out there who has ever become great just woke up great one day. Everybody out there who is truly found the meaning of life, found their calling, has found success, and they're doing great things, they all have one thing in common. The universe puts so much pressure on you and just kept applying pressure and applying pressure and applying pressure and applying pressure until they snapped and the beast awakened inside of them that they didn't even know was sleeping down there. That's the universe doing you a favor. So if you feel like you just got the weight of the world on your shoulders, especially when things are working against you that make no sense, this is one of the clearest ways that you know that the universe is doing something for you. It don't make no sense. It don't make no sense. No matter how hard I try to do this, something is blocking me from this path. And it makes no logical sense. Whenever you are trying and trying and trying and trying and forcing and fighting and trying and forcing and fighting, and you're being prevented and it makes no logical sense, that's the universe. Do not underestimate the universe's ability to defy all logic to prevent you from taking a certain path or to prevent you from doing whatever this thing is that you're trying to do. So for those of you who are going through something that's just so draining because it makes no sense, no matter what I do, it's not working out and this makes no sense. That's because that's the universe saying, no, stop. Okay, I'm going to make you real uncomfortable. Why does the universe keep making bad things happen? Why is the universe allowing me to go through this? Because you ain't going to do nothing if you're comfortable. If you came to this life and you have a big assignment, you got a job, you have a mission, you have a higher calling in this life, you think the universe is going to let you get fucking comfortable? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. What sense would that make? Okay, I'm sending one of my most powerful, evolved star seeds down here to planet Earth. And I'm just going to let them get comfortable. No, nope. The universe will keep applying pressure until you fucking break in order to get you up off your ass and on the path you're supposed to be on. Okay. All right. We're moving forward now. We're going to take a look at the current person. Haven't done current person very much for the month of May. So if you're not experiencing any issues or concerns or problems with your current person, this is not for you. What's the problem? What's the issue? What's going on between Pisces and the current person, universe? Current person. Two more. All right. Oh, this is weird. Okay. So I don't know how long the two of you have been together, but I'm getting a real strong sense that the two of you, when the two of you first came together, somebody, one, the other, or both of you, jumped into this connection really, really, really quick. And there were a lot of issues that needed to be worked through in the beginning that were never worked through. I don't care if y'all been together 5 years. This is energy from the past creeping up between the two of you now. That's what's happening here. Like, say, for example, when the two of you first met 5 years ago, they had just been cheated on and left for somebody else. Okay. And they were swallowing up that pain and that heartache when the two of you got together. And when you came into their life, you totally distracted them from all of that pain. And they forgot about it. So they buried it, stuffed it away, and forgot about it. Now, this is just a hypothetical. Well, when you do that, that energy will always resurface in different ways. And that's what's been happening here. Whatever it was energies that weren't paid attention to when the two of you first came together. Energy from the past that's bubbling back up and affecting one, the other, or both of you. And yeah, it does look like it's really starting to threaten this connection. Yep, it's starting to spin out of control and turn into chaos. That's when it gets dangerous. Because true chaos, once it crosses the line into true chaos, there is no resolving it. Once it crosses that line into true chaotic energy, there's no resolving it. And it's getting close. It is getting close to turning into chaos. You know, just makes absolutely no logical sense. There's no logical sense you can make of it. There's no way. It's just turning into that type of situation that there is no resolving. And it's getting real close. Really close. Let's look at this person's energy. Let's see what their energy looks like. How they see you, how they feel about you. What kind of person are they? I see they're up in their head. They don't even know how they feel about you anymore, honestly. Yeah. See, I told you. I told you this person has a lot of pain that they've been burying for a long time. They want to commit to this. Okay, so this is kind of weird. They want to commit to you, but they don't even know how they feel about you. They want to commit to this, but they don't know how they feel. How weird is that? They don't know if they love you anymore, but they don't want to go anywhere. Can any of y'all understand what I'm trying to say here? I don't know any better way to put words to this energy. That's weird. That's bizarre. Yeah. Okay. So, like, basically, what they would love to do is they would love for things to just go back to the way they were when the two of you first met. They miss those days. Um, but they don't know. I don't even think they know. They have no idea that they have some unhealed trauma they have to process through. They have no idea. Most people don't, but I think most of us, especially those of us who are on a spiritual path, even though we may not remember, like me, for example, one of the trickiest things on my healing journey has been I had a very traumatic childhood that I don't remember. You know, so I mean, I've read all the documents, from the papers, the court papers from there was a battle to get me taken away from my parents when I was a little kid, and it was very traumatic. I went through very traumatic shit as a young child, but I don't remember it. So it's really difficult to heal something that you can't dig up and remember. You see what I'm saying? So similarly, I don't think this person even really knows exactly what the problem is and what kind of healing they need to do, you know? So, hmm. I don't see bad intentions coming from them though. I don't. That doesn't mean that they haven't done bad things. I'm talking about intentions. Like their head doesn't pop off the pillow in the morning with who can I lie to and fuck over and manipulate and steal from today. They're not trying to manipulate you. They're not trying to play games with you. So, well, that's always risky when somebody has some healing to do and they're not even fucking aware of what needs to be done. That's risky. All right, well, let's look at the outcome then. What's the outcome? Temperance reversed. I'm not seeing the two of you balancing out anytime soon. Like whatever this problem is, the two of you aren't just going to wake up and everything go back to normal and be all nice and happy. Not quite. Oh, I feel like you're about to walk away from this. Yup, you're probably just going to walk away from this. Got that 8 of Cups energy there. Yeah, Devil card reverse. More than likely, you're probably just going to wake up one day and say, you know what? I don't even want to let this turn toxic. Or I don't want it to turn any more toxic than it already has. So, you know what? Deuces. Bye. Later, Tater. I see you walking away from this straight up. Let's get the advice then. What's the advice? Is that even a good idea? Is that a good idea for Pisces to turn and walk away from this? What's the advice? Ace of Coins. Judgment. 10 of Wands. Okay. Well, okay. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to revert back to my go-to. For those of you who would, okay, here's what I always say. First of all, ask yourself this. Let's take a trip to La La Land and ask yourself, if I could flip a magical switch and make this relationship work out perfect and go back to the way it was and everything be successful, would I even be interested in doing that? Okay. If the answer is no, I'm over it. Don't even have the desire to be in this anymore. Deuces. Bye. It's time to walk away. It's time to go. Now, for those of you who would, for those of you who are interested in this actually working out, here's all you can do as an individual. Only thing you can do is go inside and get to work on you. That's all you can do. That's all you can do. The reason being is because most people, like I said, most people absolutely refuse to point the finger at themselves. Refuse to. Okay. Well, no relationship is going to be successful unless we're both willing to work on ourselves. But what typically tends to happen is we have a silent standoff where both people are just kind of waiting on the other person. Well, why should I work on me? You're not working on you. Why should I do this? You're not. It's like, dude, be the bigger fucking person and do it yourself. I'm not going to stand back and tell you that you need to change without changing myself. It's fucking hypocritical as shit. You see that all the time. How many times you see somebody getting the finger pointed at them? You need to change. You have some healing work you need to do. Not me. It's all you. How many times you see that? We can't do that. We can't do that. If I'm going to tell you that you got some work you need to do, guess what? I'll go first. I'll go first. What's one thing, just one little thing that I can go inside and start working on to benefit this connection? And oh, trust me, there's something. I don't care who you are. I don't care what your sign is. I don't care if you're in the wrong, if you're in the right. I don't care. If you can't think of one thing that you could work on inside yourself, you the problem. You the problem. I don't care who you are. I don't give a fuck. There's one thing that I could work on inside myself for the sake of bettering my relationship. Oh, I can think of one thing. And it's up to me as an individual to identify that one thing and get to fucking work on it. Most of the time, when the person that you're with sees you doing that, that inspires them to do the same. But you got to just say, fuck it. You do you. I'm working on me. You just let them be themselves and you get to work on you. That's all you can do. All right. Let's look at the next person due to come in. Next soul contract coming into Pisces life. Knight of Pentacles. You could be meeting somebody through work, possibly. Ace of Wands reversed. Okay. All right. Yeah, some of you are meeting somebody through work. But, wow. I see a lot of uncertainty here, too. A lot of uncertainty. This connection presents itself to you, and I don't know if it's just at an inconvenient time, if you just have too much on your plate, or what, but you're kind of up in your head, overthinking the hell out of this, not 100% sure if you even want this. Some of you may be trying to talk yourselves out of it, too. I'm feeling like this person has a lot of feelings for you, though. They do. It's just you're at a place. Again, I don't know why. I'm trying to figure out why you feel that way. Why is Pisces unsure about this connection? Why? Ace of Pentacles is not telling me. Hierophant reverse is not telling me. It's not telling me. It's just telling me that by the time they make their way into your life, you're wanting to hang back and wait and make 100% sure that it's something you want to commit to. You're not just going to commit to something without thinking about it. Maybe the last relationship you got out of, that's what happened. You just jumped into it head first and wore your heart on your sleeve and committed to this, and then ended up finding out. Maybe some of you got cheated on in the past, and this is damage control, basically. Okay, well, let's see how they feel about you then. What's their energy and intentions really look like? Boom. Okay, they want to take things slow. Okay, so they don't want to pass up on this opportunity. They see somewhere deep, deep down inside that there's a lot of potential, but they can tell what you're going through. So I think they know that you do have feelings for them, but you are going through a battle between ego and intuition, and they can sense that. They can sense that. So they see that this is a good opportunity. They understand what the two of you could have if both of you got on the same page at the same time, working towards the same goal. And they are totally willing to be very, very patient, waiting for you to basically understand that this person's not going to hurt you the way the last person did. So this person's very patient. They're being very, very patient. But they want to take things slow too. I don't think they want to just jump straight into something, but they just don't want to pass up this opportunity. I'm not seeing bad intentions though. I'm not. Looks pretty good though, honestly. Actually, this person in a weird way really feels like somebody who probably is a lot more emotionally mature than anybody you've ever dealt with before. Maybe that's another reason why you're kind of beside yourself, because you never really met somebody who is non-toxic, is emotionally mature. You know, maybe you've just never actually really met somebody like that. So you see this big epidemic of all these toxic relationships. Your average person out here, I would feel safe betting that, I could be wrong on this, but I'd feel safe betting that your average person has only been in toxic relationships. So we paint this picture in our head of the type of person that we really want, who's non-toxic, you know, is willing to commit, is honest, loyal, faithful. We paint this picture in our mind, but since we've never actually experienced it before, whenever the universe brings you a person like that, it doesn't really match the picture that you had in your mind. Because how can you paint a picture in your mind that's accurate when you've never experienced it before? You can't. So a lot of you maybe have just never really met a person who is more in line with your highest good. So that's why you're kind of beside yourself. Let's see the outcome then. For the first month of the next connection, what's the outcome look like? How's the outcome looking for the first month of the next connection? Okay, Hangman reversed. Five of Cups reverse. Seven of Cups. I'm seeing you keeping one foot out the door for the first little bit. I'm seeing you kind of keeping one foot out the door. It's becoming sexual, but this runs the risk of turning into a sex-based connection. This runs the risk of that because the willingness to let your guard all the way down is just not there. It's just not there. Not 100%. There's just something in here that it's taken you a while. It's taken you a while. And it could be unhealed heartbreak. It's taken you a while, though, to completely let your guard all the way down and let this person all the way in. So with this Devil card here, King of Swords, this runs the risk of turning into a sex-based connection. If sex is the only intimacy we have, and we're not intimate on that deep, energetic, and or emotional level, then it could turn into a sex-based connection. What's the advice then? What's the advice? Ooh, the Six of Pentacles. Okay. All right. Do the best you can. Okay. Do the best you can to try to pull your focus away from what they're doing and put your focus on what you're doing. Some of the best advice I've heard in regards to dating and relationships is stop trying to worry about somebody else being the right person. Focus on you being the right person. See, we look at everything backwards. When is the right person for me coming in? Meanwhile, most people who are thinking that have not even taken the time to become the right person themselves. Make a list of everything you're looking for in a partner or in a relationship and be that list. I'm not worried about when the right person for me is coming along. I'm worried about being the right person for me so that I can attract the right person for me. See, when we attract a person into our life, believe it or not, that person is a direct reflection of our frequency. You know, I've had people ask me before, when am I going to attract a person who matches my frequency? I'm like, every person you have ever attracted matches your frequency. See, the problem is the universe doesn't understand what you want. It doesn't understand your desires. The only thing the universe understands is your vibration. So when you attract a person into your life, if they don't align with what you want, that doesn't mean they're not a vibrational match. It means you're not a vibrational match to what you want. You have to be aligned with your own highest good first. You have to be aligned with your highest calling, with your life path, with your highest good, in order to attract a person who is aligned with your highest good. Does this make sense? Does this make sense? I've been working endlessly for the last 5 years to figure out how to adequately explain that. Anyway, though, there is a lot of potential here between you and this person. But the only thing that you can do as an individual is make sure that you can go inside with a clear conscience and a clean heart and say, I am bringing value to the table. What is it I'm looking for in a relationship? Honesty, loyalty, commitment. Is that what I'm looking for? Well, that's what am I bringing that to the table? Am I offering you what I'm wanting? Is that what I'm offering? Because if I'm not bringing to the table that which I'm wanting from you, well, then that's a big fucking problem, isn't it? That's a big fucking problem, isn't it? So with this 10 of Cups energy down here, try not to let this turn into a sex-based connection. Okay? Get to know each other on a psychological level the best that you can. Do the best that you can to observe this person from the third person. Watch how they treat other people. Watch how they treat their friends. Watch how they treat their family. That will tell you everything you need to know about what kind of person they are. Let people do whatever they want, and they'll show you exactly what they want. There's potential here. You'll get it. You'll get it. Okay. I feel like those are the messages that my Pisces friends needed to hear. So I'm going to go ahead and end this video here. Thank you all for tuning in and playing along once again. I greatly appreciate all the love, support, and positive feedback y'all still be showing me every time I get on here and do this. Makes my job worthwhile here on YouTube, y'all. I greatly appreciate you. Don't forget to check the description of this video if you would like to find out how to schedule a personal reading. Purchase my tarot reading course for $11.11. And don't forget to catch me over there on High Vibe TV. Everything's in the description of this video. I'm out of here now, y'all. I wish you love, luck, light, and prosperity on your journey. Y'all stay blessed.